Hebrews 12:18 through 21 says, "For you have not come to the mountain that may be touched and that burned with fire, and to blackness and darkness and tempest, and the sound of a trumpet and the voice of words, so that those who heard it begged the word should not be spoken to them any more. For they could not endure what was commanded. And if so much as a beast touches the mountain, it shall be stoned or shot with an arrow. And so terrifying was the sight that Moses said, I am exceedingly afraid and trembling." Exodus 19, 10 through 25 explained what it was like when Israel came to Mount Sinai. The mountain was fenced off, and there was no trespassing on the pain of death. The Israelites were commanded to wash their clothes and abstain from sexual relationship. There was thunder and lightning and a thick cloud. There was the sound of a trumpet calling forth the nation to meet with God. There was more smoke, like furnace smoke, earthquakes. The trumpet sounded long, and then Moses spoke, and God himself answered. God spoke to Israel from Sinai, but he warned them in every possible way to stay away. The reaction of Israel was understandable. They were terrified. They wanted the experience to stop, not to continue. The fear didn't promote any holiness among them, did it? Remember, 40 days later, they worshipped a golden calf and said, "This is the God that brought us out of Egypt." Short-term fear. We're in a different place. Our relationship with God is not modeled after Israel's experience on Sinai. We come to God's other mountain, Zion, the name of the hill upon which Jerusalem sits. Mount Sinai was marked by fear and terror, but our mountain is a place of love and forgiveness. Sinai's in the desert, Zion's in the city of the living God. Sinai spoke of earthly things, Zion speaks of heavenly things. Sinai, Moses only was allowed to draw near to God. At our mountain, we are an innumerable company. We are all invited to draw near. Mount Sinai, guilty men in fear. Mount Zion, men just and made perfect by Christ. Mount Sinai, Moses was the mediator. At Mount Zion, Jesus is the mediator. Mount Sinai brings an old covenant, which was ratified by the blood of animals. But Mount Zion brings a new covenant, ratified by the blood of God's precious Son. Mount Sinai was all about exclusion, keeping people away from the mountain. Mount Zion is all about inclusion, about invitation, drawing people near. Mount Sinai is all about law. Mount Zion is all about grace. Oh, what a standing we have in Jesus Christ. Oh, what a freedom we have. Yet many try to put us under a yoke that Jesus freed us from. You cannot merit or earn God's grace. It is free. And blessings of blessings, it is also freeing. You ponder that, Pastor Steve.